Queen Elizabeth II leaves Buckingham Palace for the most spectacular event of the royal year, Trooping the Colour. The occasion, Her Majesty's official birthday. Her uniform, the scarlet and black of a colonel-in-chief. Her mount, the police chestnut Imperial. She rides side saddle and faultlessly. She's been practicing 2 or 3 days a week in the indoor riding school at the palace. For she takes the trooping very seriously. She approves every detail of the ceremonial herself. The Queen Mother drives across Horse Guards Parade with the Princess Royal. She used to watch the parade from a window above her daughter's saluting base. The timing of this complex parade, which involves 1,500 troops of the Brigade of Guards and Household Cavalry, is worked out to the minute. It must start with the Queen's arrival at 11 o'clock and end exactly 1 hour later with the royal salute at noon. Riding just behind Her Majesty is her husband, Prince Philip. First, the inspection. The colour being trooped today is that of the 1st Battalion Coldstream Guards. But tradition demands that on the Sovereign's official birthday, the duty guard shall be drawn from the whole brigade, so that all regiments may share in the gratuity the Sovereign grants on that day. So officers and men from 4 other battalions are drawn up alongside the 1st Coldstreams. The Coldstream Guards is the only infantry regiment which has survived from Cromwell's famous New Model Army. It was formed in 1650 by the amalgamation of companies from 2 existing regiments. Her active part in the parade is over, and the Queen rides across to the saluting base for the slow march of the massed band. This, too, is drawn from the whole brigade. Now the colour itself enters the ceremonial. Regimental Sergeant Major Wilkinson brings it forward to hand it over to the ensign, 2nd Lieutenant Lawrence. This is the only occasion when the RSM carries a drawn sword on parade. Up to now, this has been the escort for the colour. From this moment, it is the escort to the colour, one of those time-honoured details with which the ceremony of trooping the colour is hedged around. Now the central act of the whole parade. The colour is trooped, carried in solemn slow march through the open ranks. In centuries past, the colour was a battalion's rallying point if the alarm was sounded, its focus in battle, and it was vital that every soldier should know exactly what it looked like. So it was paraded before them regularly to teach them to recognize it. From this ancient drill, today's ceremony has descended. The actual trooping over, the guards form up for the march past. The drills involved are complex. One man's faulty move could make a whole line look ragged. But experts watching today's parade say it's the best marching and dressing for many years. After the foot guards, the household cavalry trot past the Queen. The Royal Horse Guards in their red plumes, the Life Guards in their white. Exactly on time, the parade ends and Her Majesty rides off, followed by Prince Philip and the Duke of Gloucester. But for the thousands who weren't able to be at Horse Guards Parade, there's more spectacle to come. The march up the Mall to Buckingham Palace, led by the Sovereign's escort of the Household Cavalry. Rides at the head of her foot guards up the packed cheering length of the Mall. From the onlooker's point of view, and there are countless foreign visitors in the crowd too, this is a grander occasion than, for example, the state opening of Parliament. Today, the sovereign is not a remote figure in a gilded carriage, but the commander of her own troops, riding in scarlet at their head as her ancestors did before her. And looking, it must be admitted, as striking as any of those ancestors did in their time. From the balcony, the royal family watch the final march past in front of the palace. This closing part of the ceremony is combined with the daily changing of the guard. Old guard and new guard are on parade together until it is over. The Queen's formal duties come to an end, and she turns into the palace. Now, of course, the crowds are waiting to see her on the balcony, and when she appears, to their loudly expressed delight, she has 3-month-old Prince Edward with her, his first taste of a lifetime of public occasions. Some people find the idea of an official birthday strange, but Londoners know what it means. And they wish Elizabeth II many more of them to come.